This one. Okay. Hedge area. How to define the hedge area? Go to the accounting, financial supply chain management, treasury and risk management. Come to the hedge management accounting. Then hedge management, master data, define hedging area. This is the transaction code. One moment, sorry. Okay, so now this is the hedge area. Sorry, hedge area. So now see, I was just trying to enter the parameters, but system was not allowing me. What I have done, okay, let us start the creation of this one. Then I will explain what are the parameters to be required. Let me start creation. Okay, what configuration I have done, this is also important for us. Description, authorization group. This authorization group we must have to define where the authorization group need to be do the configuration. Hedge management, classifications, define authorization group for the hedge area. This is the important setup. This is where what I have done. Let me copy this one. I'll keep this way so that to define hedge area, we must have to do the, okay, we must have to, sorry, do the below configuration. Then number one is a define authorization group. Path I will keep it. Okay, don't worry. The path, this is the authorization group. What I have done the configuration. Let me go to here. Then this is already created. Select this one. Without this one, see, since it is a mandatory field, you cannot avoid this one. Okay, so valid from. What is the validity when it is going to start? 1. Version number 1. Okay, it will copy from here. Don't worry. By default, earlier I have given 1. It is copying. Okay, then create. Okay, version number 1. It is already okay. It's not there version number 1. So that is the reason system by default it is taking. Okay, now 1/1/2023. Then come here only for the gross valuation. Okay, exposure aggregation level. At which level? Only for the net, or would you like to go for the both net and gross? I would like to go these two levels. Then currency. What is your currency? What is the risk currency? Enter the risk currency. Then come here. So now activation of a trading platform. Then hedge accounting. Product type for the exposure submission. See, now this
risk-free currency, right? Not that one.
Yes, it's okay. It's a risk-free. Okay, local currency by default. Okay. See, the moment when I have selected this one, even if you specify this one also, system is not considering. If you see here, by default, it has been selected here. See, now the second step of the configuration for this one, product type for the exposure submission. See, now you have a requirement, or we have a requirement. Exposure amount is 1 lakh US dollars. How we will come to know? We should have the separate product type for the, if I want to submit the exposure, I mean, I would require so and so amount. How you can trace that one? This is the product type, what you need to do the configuration. Let me show you that one also. Hedge accounting, exposure management, exposure. Yeah, here it is there under exposure management. Exposure management, define product positions, define product types for for the exposure here. Come down here. Okay, I have already locked this one. Okay, somewhere it is open. See now, product type A, product type 91A, I have considered. Exposure I have given. Product category, it is only one product category which is having 991 only. If you go, see now, in order to submit the exposure, we will have only the product category. Okay, 990 it is there. Okay, so let me do the changes here. 990, sorry. Okay, somewhere I have blocked. Let me do the changes here. Okay, 990, it is not 991. Also it is there. 990 it is there. Both are there. 990 for the exposure, for the exposure item, where you can see here. Okay, so I have considered is a 991. Exposures are exposure item, which one you want, but 991 let it be. Okay, then come back here. So the 91A is the product type. Remember, the product category would be a 991 or 990. Okay, which one is feasible for you? Just keep in mind that one. Then then end of the period, if you would like to, okay, if you would like to add, okay, value date of the underlying, okay, then exercise the date of the forex options, because we are not going any futures and options, right? Just to keep in mind that one. The product type related configuration, I'll update this one also, very important one for us. Define product type for the exposure. Remember this and all, it's important for your configuration. Then let me go back. Now come to the general settings. Currency, company code, we have already given. Company code, key the company code here, TRM. Just enter. Currencies, come here, currencies, hedge, relevant for the currencies, hedging for that one. If then enter this one, currency. Okay, one moment. And this one. Okay, so the currencies, let me enter USD2. Anyhow, we know that one. USD2. Currency group is not required. I'm just specifying the both currencies here. Then filters for the exposure. Okay, then come here. I'll give here is the test. Filter description also I'll give here is the testing source. What is the source here? See now it is the exposure management 2.0. Okay, what is the source? This is the mandatory. Without this one, you cannot move forward. System will not allow you create the filter. Okay, the moment when you create this one, see, just come down here. If you see here, company code is my TRM. Currency is optional for you. Okay, specific. I mean, okay, let me key here is the INR. Then exposure position type. See, 100 is a test. The position type which I have created, this is also one of the configuration type. Exposure position type, where I have done the configuration. Define exposure position types. This is the place where I have done the configuration. See now, with the combination of product type. See, we must, if you have a multiple exposure types, you need to select that one, which one is a default, just for your information. Okay, additional differentiation criteria, this may not require. Okay, so now come back here. Let me do this one also. Let me keep it the configuration phase. Then, so this I have already shown you. Now, from where this value is coming, this is what we need to understand. Exposure category. If you have already done the configuration, select this one. See, forecast transaction, firm commitment transaction, okay, asset liability transaction, forecasted transaction or so let me, because we have a future need, that is the reason I am selecting the 01. On behalf of the company code which we have already. See now here why the on behalf of company code option it is there. Let us assume this is my original company code. But now the future currency need I may have for some other company code. Okay, the future need which I want to make payment on behalf of other company code. If there is a situation, you can key this one. Otherwise, you just leave it blank. Exposure position ID. In case if you have done anything. Nothing it is there, just leave it blank. Portfolio, you can specify the portfolio. See now you can see here profit center, cost centers, business area, WBS element also. Some are the parameters which has given. Then come to the filters of hedge. Sorry, is not a content for the selection risk currency. Okay, USD. Okay. Now filters for hedges. See, these are the filters for your exposure. Exposure is nothing but your future requirement. This is the filters for hedging. Okay, where you are going to performing. See, this and all the important. See, important. See, no hedging classification entered. Okay, then click on this one. We'll enter hedge filter. Then hedging source. See now transaction manager. What is the source which we want to perform the hedging? What would be the source? Then create this one. See now this has been created. Then Forex hedge request. In the beginning of the session, I was talking about hedge requests. In real-time environment, the requests will come through the first. We have to raise a hedge request, then that needs to get it approved by the authorized persons. Okay, target status of the automation. Okay, credited, submitted. Okay, because anyhow we have not yet created any hedge requests, so that is the reason I'm not going to touch anything about here. Then hedge accounting. Designation level. Okay, hedge accounting, if you want, you can see the company code valuation area. You need to do the mapping here. Company code TRM. Valuation area is a 001. If you remember, see now splitting does not require. Designation activation. Okay, this is a not required. Currency valuation area designation. Okay, designation splitting is a not required. Hedge accounting 2, in case if you have any hedge accounting 1 only it's a required. Okay, hedging profile. Okay, hedging class. Okay, this is something additional parameters of what we need to do. Okay, let us check here. No hedging classification entered. Still getting filters, hedging requests, hedging classification, exposure. So here the error is pertaining from here, hedge classification. Click on new entries. Plus hedge class. See now this we have already created. Okay, hedge class we have already entered. See now hedge accounting is in active state. Now let us check this one. See now no designation activated data. Okay, it's a warning message only. It doesn't stop us. No designation activation. Okay, come to here. Edge accounting. This one, what system is designation activation? Let me specify the company code here. TRM.
Is it one-time activity?
Valuation.
Is it?
Which one?
Is it a one-time activity or every time we need to do?
No. It's a one-time activity. But say in case if this is the end user activity, right? Okay. So if let us assume today I have a requirement for US dollars. Okay, which I want to perform with this valuation area. I may in future I may have the requirement. The valuation area might be differ.
Okay.
In such situation, the user must have to key all these parameters.
So
Okay.
Vijay, users can create, n number of hedging areas whenever they require.
Exactly.
Okay.
N number of areas.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then let us check once again. See, no designated control data for company code. Control data. Designation control here. Okay, let me key all the parameters because valuation area. Classification, designation type. Okay, nothing it is there, the designation type. Okay, hedge profile, we have already configured. Stock hedging, you can see here, fair FVH is a stands for fair value hedging. Okay, fair value hedging. Okay, FX forward hedging. Okay, swaps hedging. Okay, bond hedging. Okay, fair value offsetting. Okay, fair value stock hedging. Fair value because we are doing hedging for the fair value calculation. Okay, offset stock hedging with O2C options. Okay, total return of stock hedging with the total return of swaps. Then I'm selecting the first one. This is a not required. Then let us select here. Now you can field designation type for company code 001 is a empty. Where is this one? Designation type is a empty. Do you want to edit?
No, input
continue. Yes. This is the input is required. Okay, define designation type here. See here under the hedge accounting positions, settings for the automated designation exposure item, define designation types here. Yeah, let me put it as the testing designation category. See, one instrument designation pattern, two instrument collateral designation pattern, n number of instruments swap designation pattern. Okay, here we have only the one instrument pattern. Let me select this one. Okay, request confirmation. You can see release of the HR requires confirmation. End of the day designation. Okay, see now if you select this one, this configuration, as soon as once the request will be raised, the the hedging request, this has to be approved. I do not want any approval. Let me save this one. Come back and let me copy this configuration also. Then come back, select this one. Okay, now let us check here. See, now it's a error free. Now hedging area TRM is consistent. So there are no errors. Okay, everything what we have expected, we have keyed all the parameters. This is what we must have to create the hedging area before going to perform the hedging. Then let me save this one.